This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Well, many of you know from a couple of the videos I did on Monday that Sunday I was in a town nearby here where I live in Orange County, Laguna Beach. There were America First groups who were protesting immigration. Well, I went to take some video and also to lend my voice to the voices of opposition there. But all of that can be seen and heard in these videos. Today, I want to talk about something that not enough sensible liberals are talking about, and that something is Antifa. What you're getting ready to see here was witnessed by me and filmed by me.
Cops and the Klan go hand in hand! 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 Cops and the Klan go hand in hand!
So, without any overarching sense of irony, they stood there chanting over and over again, "Cops and the Klan go hand in hand. Cops and the Klan go hand in hand." Standing in front of dozens of uniformed officers who were armed with both lethal and non-lethal means, they chanted their slanderous chants and received zero retaliation. If these cops from several different police departments around Orange County were so hand in hand with the KKK, why didn't they break ranks and smash every single skull they could see and every pencil neck they could reach? Why weren't there puddles of the blood of Antifa bros if cops and the Ku Klux Klan so clearly share the same space? Well, the reason is that is bullshit. Like most cops on the job, these were decent cops. Decent men and women who were standing in the gap to keep the peace and prevent the kind of tragic and senseless bloodshed we just saw in Charlottesville. Many of you have watched what I do and say here for long enough to know that when there's something negative to say about law enforcement, I don't hesitate to say it. We have a real policing problem in this country, especially where it relates to young black men. It's been said that there is no such thing as an unarmed black man in America because to too many police who carry their own explicit and implicit biases around with them, a black man's own skin color is a weapon. So I have plainly established what and how I feel about the topic. And look, I've lived a rich life filled with varied experiences. I've seen bad cops. There may have even been some bad ones there in Laguna Beach that day. I didn't encounter them, though. The cops I filmed and spoke to were decent Americans with a tough job to do, and they acted as they should have, in an exemplary manner with restraint and respect for the Americans they serve and protect. And comparing them to a group of white supremacy terrorists like the KKK, it's stupid. That's what it is. Look, I understand what the objectives of Antifa are. I agree with Antifa about the need for a resistance to fascism and the kind of dangerous policies that a man like Donald Trump is attempting to initiate in the United States. I did a video, and I got a lot of shit for it, about Richard Spencer being punched in his weaselly face. And for the record, I still haven't lost a wink of sleep about it, about that Nazi jerk-off getting his bell rang. I'm outspoken and a voice for marginalized communities around the world. I sincerely hope I can be counted among the many allies of the black community and of the LGBT. I am unashamed when I proudly say that Black Lives Matter. I believe all of that, and I put my money where my mouth is. But knowing some of the Antifa and Antifa-adjacent people who I know, there is a better than good chance that I will be considered, if not directly labeled, a Nazi sympathizer. And that is sad. Sad because when you think your way is the only right way to accomplish something, you make your options finite rather than infinite. And the struggle against Donald Trump and his allies, in my opinion, is made only more difficult when the conservative clowns like Tomi Lahren and Sean Hannity are handed talking points like a gift about the violent left. which are solely fueled by stories of smashed windows and burning trash cans in Berkeley, or bottles of urine being thrown at cops in Boston, where, by the way, we just saw as many as 40,000 Americans marching arm in arm in united resistance to Donald Trump and hate. 40,000. And only 33 people were arrested. But still, these talking points get weaponized and planted like propaganda bombs in the media, which only makes fighting the fights that matter harder than they already are. So I think it's time to take a hard, long look at the objectives, Antifa. Don't be so selfish as to make things harder for everyone else because of your dogmatic and unwavering pursuit of doing things your way, in spite of all the collateral damage. As always, I'm easy to reach. If you think I'm wrong, I'm always open to new and better ideas, better ways of doing things. That is, if we all want the same things, right? Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out my channel and this video. If you like what I do here and you appreciate it, go ahead and click subscribe. And if you really like it and appreciate what I do and you'd like to join my Patreon family, there's another link there for that. It's not just for the podcast, it's also for YouTube. Thanks a lot.